You gotta go get your cup.
Cup?
Yeah, go get your cup off your table. Eat there's beans.
Beans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go get your cup. All right, good morning, beautiful people. Yes, good morning. All right, go get your cup. You see your blue cup? Over here. Go get your blue cup. All right, we are up. Baby woke me up. I'm gonna make some breakfast. I think I mentioned yesterday that we are officially 30 weeks as of yesterday, and you know, I'm starting to feel pretty good about this pregnancy. Very good. Let me get some honey for her. Let me put some honey in here.
Honey.
Yeah.
Honey. 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 Honey.
This is my favorite honey.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Mommy.
Some honey. We don't have any juice, but we do have lemon tea, which I have been giving it to her and using agave and honey as a sweetener. Get these, please. We'll have some later. We picked up some Girl Scout cookies yesterday. Two beautiful black girls stopped us. Like my second box. I've donated, well, my second box. My aunt bought me my favorite box for the Thin Mints, and I donated $5 to my little cousin. And there you go. It's good. But you want some cucumber?
Yeah.
Okay, let me cut it up. So, yeah, we have a doctor's appointment today. Today's the first doctor's appointment that will start the doctor's appointment that we'll be having every 2 weeks. It's official. It's official. I'm excited to see baby. You're welcome. But I wanted to chime in and, you know, my symptoms of this pregnancy. I really think I have GERD. Let me take this off my head. I really think so, because, and this is prior to me getting pregnant, and be prior to being pregnant with baby girl. I really have GERD because I thought I had irritable bowel syndrome, but I've been, when is it? I was working at the preschool back in 2017, so kind of from 2015 to 2017 I was working at the preschool. Not 2015, 2016, 2017 I was working at the preschool. And I would get sick a lot, but I wasn't sure how I was getting sick. I know I was getting sick because of the kids, so my immune system was like really, really low. So I from that point on, I would, no, I'm getting you something to eat right now. I need you to wait. From that point on, I would get sick all the time, but I would also get, you know, sick in school. But it was more so like every anyways, I would constantly get sick, but I wasn't understanding why. And now I'm at this point, I'm 28 years old, realizing that I'm getting sick. Not at this point, but when I was, like I said, when I was working at preschool, I realized at that point. So I was about, Kiana, I'm making you something to eat right now. When I was working at the preschool, it was about like 5-6 years ago, I would get sick, and I realized it was linked to my digestive system, like my gut. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I figured that out. So that prompted me to eat even healthier. So now, because I do eat healthy and I am being mindful, like I will eat, I eat the cleanest, but there are days that I'm not going to eat clean. You know, there are days I want some fries. You know, I want some fried chicken, and I'm consciously knowing that I'm putting this in my body and knowing what type of effect it's going to have. Which I don't have it often, but I know what certain things to counteract when I do have this groggy feeling sick, so I won't feel those symptoms. Which leads me to realize that I think I have GERD because yeah, I really think I have GERD. The only reason I say that because of the acid reflux I'm always having. My family will always say, like, you hiccup when you hiccup. Even like Bae, he laughs when I hiccup, but it hurts. Those hiccups aren't supposed to hurt. Those hiccups are just indigestion from the from whatever I ate, and whatever I ate is high in acid. So that would prompt me to believe that I have GERD now at this age. So I need to talk with someone. My sister suggested that I talk with a nutritionist about it. But I need to see if they'll refer me to one so I can figure this out, because I'm like, there's no way I should be sick throughout this entire pregnancy. And it's like, so when I eat certain fruits that is like high in vitamin, that's high in acid, like grapefruit. I was able to eat grapefruit a lot. Now I'm not able to eat grapefruit anymore. And this was before this pregnancy. Thank you. Thank you. All right, leave it.
Oh.
So I just thought that was strange, but I'm gonna have to cut some of this because that was a little too long to explain. But yes, baby is almost here. I need to take some more pictures. I've been on TikTok, y'all, for the past few months. Consistently, I've been on TikTok, and I don't know where it's gonna take me. It might not take me anywhere. It might take me somewhere, but it's helped me have a peace of mind. I caught myself calling baby girl Shippo yesterday, and hearing him clank on his kennel because he'll tap on it. So we had to keep him locked up these past few months. Like at night, we have to lock him in the kennel because he would roam around the house and like have, you know, do his business. Even after he went outside, he would still come in the house and do his business after. And typically he would never poop in the house. Pee, them dachshunds, they would pee. But poop in the house, he had dignity to not do that. He he wouldn't poop in the house. And I don't know, it's just, I miss my dog. I can say that without crying now. But I show him gratitude, which helps me. You want another cucumber? Oh, but come back. Y'all, I feel like the mom from Mean Girls, Regina's mom. Like, I just want to look young in this outfit. I don't know what I forgot what she said, but that was like my favorite movie. As long as I got on the pink tracksuit, you know. Just got on the pink tracksuit. And I'm like, I look cute. I feel cute. Thinking about, should I put on some makeup? But I just love how my skin is looking. Like, she's looking really nice. I need to probably move you guys. Tripod. Putting this camera on here just scares me sometimes. Because, like, I don't know. Okay. Alright, clean my glasses. And yeah, I feel really, every time I wear this, I'm like, I just feel like I'm Regina's mom. And it's really cute. Can't do my eyebrows though. All right, so I've been in the house. I threw up after I turned the camera off. Yeah, throwing up, acid reflux. I really think it's GERD though. It says acid reflux when you're pregnant, but I think I mentioned I've been having this issue before I was pregnant. Like before I was able to eat citrus fruits, but now I'm not able to eat them anymore.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What do you do?
I'm cleaning out this AirPod case. We got to take them down to Crabtree tomorrow. Pretty girl. All right, get out of here. Get out of this. Let's walk away. We don't need anything in here. I love how my skin look. I exfoliate with my brush. I'm gonna do a mask tonight. And I just love how it looks. It's like really, really glowing. This is deodorant I'm using. It's not anti-perspirant deodorant, but it gets the job done for me. It gets the job done. I've been using natural deodorant for the past 3 years now, and I've noticed a difference since I've been pregnant. That because before I used to forget to put on deodorant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna sit here and tell a tale, but I didn't stink. So, but now because I am using deodorant, I need deodorant, and it's just the fact that I'm pregnant. And my hormones have changed tremendously. But anyways, I'm wearing this to the doctor. It's something easy. Just lift my shirt up or lift my jacket up. This was a crop top from PacSun that I have on. And it turned into a bra. I hate bras. I really hate bras. But anyways, y'all, this is what parenting has turned me into. I have become very hypervigilant on my feelings, and I have to anyway because of the profession that I'm in and the fact that I have children, and I'm in a relationship. And I want sustainable relationships with everyone that I have currently in my life and people that are going to come into my life. But for the past, ever since my first has been born, or I've been pregnant, or not even pregnant, it was before, like I said, before she was born, I just been going through, I've been going to physical therapy, but also been, using like my therapeutic skills in my own way to help me and gentle parent myself in a way that that's helpful towards my present and my future, and to not be so depressed and anxious because of the past. So what I'm getting at is, I will say I have a good relationship with my mom. Okay, as you get older, it's certain things that you talk about with your parents, or some things that you don't talk about with your parents. And I'm gonna get on the case with my dad, because my mom, she's been present, and I have given my mom some grace even more now, since I'm a parent myself, and learning that she had to do certain things that she needed to do because my father wasn't present. And I'm thinking about, like, damn, my mom, she was irritable, but it wasn't because of us. It was more so she needed help. And it was her anxiety. Back then, therapy, blah, 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 whatever. So as I'm like her age back then with children, I understand even more. And it's kind of hard to comprehend when you're a child. But, now since I'm old enough, and I feel like I'm at a good age to have children, and I feel like I didn't have my children as early as she did, as my parents did. I feel like I'm in a good mental space with myself and with Zay to have children. However, I understand why my mom had to do certain things. I understand why my mom felt the way she felt. And my mom didn't have her mom. She didn't have her dad. She had my aunts. However, my aunts were in different states, so it's kind of like it wasn't enough. So she had to raise us in a way that we become self-sufficient, so it takes the work off her. And I'm glad I'm glad we have that experience where we did become self-sufficient, but we still come to her if we needed help sometimes. Sometimes we didn't want to hear her mouth, so we just did things behind her back. But it's still to the point, like, we would still come to her for help. Now, my dad, on the other end, as my oldest is getting older, and for like the past year, I've been noticing, like, he could have done more, and it makes me resent him so much, like, because he would come over so much after she was born to come see her. And it started dawning on me, like, she wasn't here. Would he be coming here? Would I see him as often? And he's only 3 hours. He's been only 3 hours away from me since I've been in high school. So, that things that my dad has done is starting to affect me now, and it's getting my fucking nerves. And it's like, for the past year, like I said, since early last year, I've been noticing this, and it's like, I don't like who I am around him, and I have to question, why is that? Why? So becoming more aware. So this is like the dialectical behavioral therapy, and this comes like being present and being mindful. And this includes cognitive behavior therapy as well. But I'm doing this with myself. So I'll have to talk with myself, and I'll talk with Zay, like, I'm feeling like this every time he's coming here. Zay made a point, well, he doesn't have to come here, if you don't want him to. I'm like, you're right. So I kept pushing my dad off every time he wanted to come visit and giving him some lame excuse. But I finally came out and told him a couple months ago, like, you know, this is how I feel. And anything my dad had to say outside of that, he can't counteract because these are my feelings. You know, my feelings are valid, period. So I haven't really talked. We'll talk, but we'll talk maybe once or twice a month. And it's, you know, and since this time I haven't been talking to him, you know, I always ask myself, like, periodically throughout the week, like, you know, you haven't talked to dad like you used to, or whatever. What do you want from him? And I came to this conclusion, it's kind of like, okay, it took my brother years since he was young to realize he did not want a relationship with my dad. And I didn't understand why, but now me and my older sister, we understand. Because he wasn't present. And, you know, we were older, we were doing our own thing. And it's kind of like, you know, you're out my business, I really don't care. But it's kind of like, we needed him. I needed him in my business to help me navigate through life as a young woman. Like, you know, my dad was there, but he wasn't emotionally present. He was physically there, but he was physically there as this and whatnot. But it's affected me even more now since I'm older and I have children. It's not the fact that I have daughters, it's the fact that I have children, and I see that how Zay is treating our daughter with this tender and this love and this compassion, and I want that. I'm getting that from Zay, but it's like I wanted that, and I didn't know I needed that from my dad. So it's like, okay, when these men are having children with these women, whether, you know, the child is a girl or a boy, that still affects them if they're not emotionally present. Because it's like, okay, now I'm at this age, like, what do I want from my dad? Now, like, at this time period, today, what do I want from my father? I would like a relationship with him. I would like a healthy relationship, but it's certain things that it pissed me off that he does. And Zay made the point earlier. He was saying, like, well, you can't change him. But it's like, I don't like, at this point, I feel like I'm being friends with my parents. You know? Like, that's what it feels like. You know, I'm establishing this friendship with my parents, and whether we have a healthy relationship with boundaries, because I did have to set my dad some boundaries, and my mom, like, you know, there's certain stuff I don't want to hear because it triggers my nervous system. And if it triggers my nervous, especially when I'm pregnant, it's going to trigger baby, and it's going to trigger baby girl, and it's going to affect my relationship with Zay because I'm feeling away. So it's like this domino effect. But I'm asking myself this question, and I talked to my sister about it too, and she said that that's a good question to ask. Like, what do we want from him? Because he's not going to change. And it's like, it's just certain things that he's done that I've seen in the past, since last year, that fucking pissed me off. And it's like, at the time, I didn't know how to tell him without getting angry and getting aggravated and just getting so short-tempered. And I don't like that, because I don't want my daughter seeing me do that, thinking that it's okay, which is why I stopped him from coming to our house. I guess it's okay if we go there and he's not in my space, but when he's here, I don't want her to see that this is how you treat people, even though they're in your life. Because if you don't want them in your life, if you're going to treat people like that, they shouldn't be in your life. You know, so I feel like that was like the smart decision for me to do a couple months ago. Also telling him how to parent or how to be a grandparent. You know, that pissed me off. Like, can you change her diaper? Can you watch her while I just go lay down for like an hour? Can you watch her while I go do my homework? You know, I'm like this, and you want me like this, but I can't be like this, because how can I be like this when I'm telling you what to do about her when I need to do X, Y, and Z? So I can't relax. I can't do any of this stuff because something is always getting done in the house. Now it's not anymore because I came on terms like, you know, it's not me by myself anymore. I can let shit go. As long as we have food in the house, or we just go get food, we'll order food, whatever. But it's always food in the house to be cooked. We have breakfast for dinner, breakfast for lunch. But as you build your own family, certain things start to arise. That's trauma related from my childhood, which is affecting me now. And I'm trying to figure out what it is I want from my dad. Where's this relationship going to take us? But that first question needs to get answered first before I ask any more other questions out loud to myself. But yeah, I don't know. Like, the idea of having my dad here and having him here physically is, you know, it makes me, like, I don't know. It's just, it's difficult. And I asked Zay about this too. And it just sucks that there are children, whether they're black, there's children that are different cultures where their father is present, like he's physically here, but they're not emotionally present to what we need as growing people. It was kind of long-winded, but I don't know. It's really, really annoying. Really annoying. But I don't know. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows today, and we're gonna call it a day. We have an appointment in the next 3 hours, and that's it. That's it. I need to do my homework before we go. I only have 300 words left of my homework, and I'm done. I need to do my other assignments for the week, and this Thursday is the last week, starts the last week of this class. So, and then for the long stretch, we have one more class that's going to get me through the remainder of this pregnancy, and that's it. Yeah. If you guys have any advice or something about, you know, navigating through, you know, your parents' faults to get to the next step, and either you have established a relationship with them. I talked to Zay, he gave me his advice, and he just reassures me that he's there and he's very supportive. So I really appreciate that. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know what I want from my dad. I don't know. I really don't know. But let me go. This was like a short, this is the only part of the video that's going to be uploaded. And I'll just come back in the next video on another day, and we'll see where this goes.